Hey, what's going on? I just got a couple things I want to talk about of trading the last couple weeks. I've kind of been flip flopping some shit around and stuff like that, and yeah, just kind of like an update of how I've been going and kind of some things I've kind of learned or whatever throughout the past, like what, couple weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it's been. But so the market seems to be fixing itself. I don't know. I know like the shutdown's just about over and stuff like that, or they're like finalizing the details or whatever the fuck's going on, but. Um, I don't know, the last like week I'd say we've had good price action and I've changed. I know, I feel like I'm always changing something and I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm trying to like I adapted from what I was doing and I'm hoping to stick with this longer term because when the conditions were choppy, I realized that I don't want to scalp or I don't want to hold for big profits. I just want to scalp because I was trying to do a little bit of both, and I feel like when you do both, you just get punched in the face. Like I wanted bigger targets, and I wanted tight stops, and I wanted to go break even early and stuff like that, and I wanted multiple trades a day, or like at least a trade every single day, and like even multiple trades a day and stuff like that, and I wanted to be able to risk like normally I can only lose $600, so it's like that's 30 points. I don't want to risk all 30 points in one trade, then lose, and then watch trades happen. So I wanted to risk like 10 points to give myself a couple chances throughout the day to make and lose money or whatever. And so I've decided, and I think I should have been doing this when it was choppy, and now we're starting to trend, but I'm still just going to stick to scalping because, and like just going for like 10 or 15 point winners, like 1 to 1s, just 10 to 10s or 15 to 15s, depending on volume and stuff like that, and like how big the candles are. Because I think it'll help me long term because you can always get 10 points regardless if the price is delivering to actual targets or not. Like sitting throughout the chop for the past 2 months or whatever, I feel like it was like 2 months, like September, October, we just like weren't going anywhere. If we were like super choppy to get there. And I was just getting chopped up and couldn't hit my targets and stuff like that. But getting 10 points is not that hard to do. Like, I mean, it's not easy, but it just seems so much more attainable. It seems like something I can go for every single day. I give myself a couple chances, and I just think even like now if the market's trending, it's like, well, I can still get my 10 points when the market's trending. I just now also think when we do inevitably go back to chopping at some point, because we're not going to stay trending forever, I'll be able to not go through the bad spell I went through that like I just went through. Like so I feel like this will round me out like to be more consistent throughout the year, which I think is good. And then like for now I have to sit here and watch it hit targets, which is unfortunate, but whatever. I don't need more than 10, 20, 30 points a day anyways. And the problem is with that, I mean you see on the screen I have these were the three trades I took today. It was a bank holiday. I don't know if it felt like candles were a little sluggish and stuff like that, and momentum was like not as pushing through as well. But this is the problem. This is why it's literally all trading is about risk management. It's all about how much you want to risk because you can have the right idea. I lost all three of these trades. I lost here because it pushed down, wicked up, and then got me out. Lost here. It's which is fine because I mean I started doing this like last Wednesday and made $1,500 from Wednesday to Friday and then Monday I made like $100, made like 5 points, and then today I lost 600. I lost my 30 points. I lost three trades, but I was right on all the like that's about like sometimes you're just like man I just don't even want to have a stop and I just rather fucking trade because I genuinely like know the direction most of the time or like think I know the direction at least obviously you don't always do but it's it's just a game of risk management. That's all. Finding the direction or finding what's going to happen, you can be right most of the time. It's not that difficult. It really is just the management of risk between if you want to have a bigger stop, if you want to go for a bigger take profit, if you want when you should go break even. Like, and yeah, this sucks that this happened, but I mean, I won the past 3 days. I've been feeling good. I still feel good. I feel like if this was a regular day and not a bank holiday, these probably hit. I just felt like they were getting held up a little bit and stuff, and yeah, like momentum wasn't good. So, but yeah. Also, I was going to say like this is the problem with 10 points is, and who knows? Maybe I'll change to something, but I'll try not to. Obviously, that you're always tweaking, so who knows? Maybe I'll want to do be more scalpy, but not as set take profit and stop loss. I just like kind of want to put the training wheels on just to try to get it, and then maybe sometime like because I mean, if you were to catch this move, it's like it did just like flush or whatever. But for now, it's like I don't need more than 10 points. And if I think I can win more 1-to-1 trades than I can lose, which clearly I have the right idea on a lot of them, it didn't play out today. But if overall I can make 10, 20, 30 points a day and then have like one losing day, two losing days, it's come out green on the week. That's all you need. But it just the problem with 10-point losers is like you can be right in direction and still lose. But also the benefit is you can be wrong on direction and still win, depending on if it like wicks down and fills you and then reverses and goes higher and stuff like that. So it goes both ways. Today it didn't go in my favor, but I do think scalping for me. I'm not someone who likes to hold for target. It seems so much easier to get 10 points 3 times than get a 30-point trade. And some days are easier than others, obviously, because some days we move hundreds of points, but some days we only move 100 points, or like we're really choppy most of the morning and stuff like that. But I still think I'll be able to squeeze in my 10-point trades as opposed to some days where it's like I'm pushing for 25 points on a trade and it would have to move friggin' like it's just not moving and stuff like that. And it's just like you'll be right originally and then it just chops around, then you end up getting out break even and all this shit. But yeah, that's kind of the update. I don't know. I I've been doing good in it. I mean, besides today, but still up while doing it, and I've been dragging my accounts out of drawdown, and yeah, just gonna keep plugging away and see how it goes the next couple weeks, and hopefully we get a payout relatively soon. I don't know. I'm so far away from most of my accounts, but who knows? Just gonna keep plugging away. But yeah, that's all I really got. Take care.